Got him.
And we see that it's Warlock against Warlock, and it's Zoo against Zoo. This is one of my favorite matchups.
Right in time.
So it's
Let's see.
0-1.
For
leafzword says for Rondlez.
Rondlez, exactly. Let's put up the right score.
And let's see the opening hands. The opening hand for Rondlez is very good with double Voidwalker, Abusive Sergeant. Also at the Gormak, so I guess he's gonna trade it away. But leafzword with the opening, and he has the Flaming.
Flame Imp, that.
And that's a very good opener.
That's a very good opener, exactly. Because you can easily trade in for the flame imp into 1 or 2 Voidwalkers to get your value out of it.
Yeah.
And he gets another flame imp on the top of that.
So both players reported to me the score, and I both wish them good luck. So no bias from me. I'm getting a bit sick. So it's 1-0, and Rondlez has won with his Tempo Warrior.
One was Tempo Warrior, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you go Voidwalker here? I don't really like it.
I don't like it. I think you just should just counter Flame Imp here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because he'll just trade it away easily. You haven't got a Mortar Coil. So
no, exactly.
What's your next play going to be? That will be traded away quite easily.
So if you do this, you definitely go for the second Voidwalker, but that means that you're gonna trade 2 Voidwalkers into 1 Flame Imp. Yeah, you could go for this play. But still you're giving up your Voidwalker for free here.
I'm still... Well, he could... The other option is that he trades in his Voidwalker into the Dark Peddler and puts up another taunt for the second Flame Imp. But you get punished
I'm not really seeing this, because you have double Voidwalker in hand.
He's going face.
He's good. Yeah, he has to. But you have double Voidwalker in hand, and he opens with a Flame Imp. You know he's gonna trade 1 of your minions for free.
Yep.
If you play the Voidwalker. And this is exactly what the Zoom Mirror is about. Board control. That's the only thing you care about, board control. And you see now the snowball effect. If you play 1 turn, that isn't ideal. Because now you can play your Direwolf or your Knife Juggler, but it doesn't do a thing here.
Nope. He put himself in a real awkward situation, and that's even when he had the coin. I really don't think it's a great play from Rondlez right here.
No, I would have loved to see the Flame Imp counter into the Voidwalker coin Direwolf, for example.
Yeah.
Because that puts a little bit more pressure on the board.
Yep.
And now you're so behind that you need a miracle to come back, and we see the Sea Giant in hand for leafzword already. That's gonna nail the game in the end. But the rest of his hand isn't that good for this board state.
So he's gonna trade, and he's gonna go face, put in 2/5. So that's good. Double jugglers.
This is the moment when you play on ladder that you just concede.
This is
you can hope to clear the 1-1 without that riddle.
Oh.
But now you just make your opponent's board a bit stronger.
He could go, and he gets the Direwolf.
Yeah, and he can also play the Sea Giant. This is, I think we're gonna see a concede from Rondlez here.
See a concede, indeed.
Because there's no way he's
going to come back on this. Nope. Tap into concede. And then concede. There we go. So that's 1-1.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the zoom mirror. This game was decided on turn 1. So you have to be on top of the game every turn, starting turn 1, because I really think that if he played turn 1 other than he did, that this game would go a whole different way.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you on that, Sparta. Because as you mentioned, it got away his value from that flame imp
Yeah,
because Rondlez didn't went for the Voidwalker coin flame imp.
yeah, that in my opinion was a huge mistake. But now he's got a very good matchup, I think, against the Hunter. If he draws well, and we see 2 4-drops, that's not what you want to see. Ideally, you want to see another 1-drop here, and that's perfect.
Ah, that's nice.
That's
Yep,
perfect.
that's perfect.
So, don't know why you would play the
Why would you?
Voidwalker first.
Yeah, I think you take the damage on the face and then trade
Or he's
Voidwalker
thinking about
Pillager.
going face, but I really don't like that. Because then you're given another free trade against your Voidwalker.
Yeah. And then you have to trade your possessed pillager, and you're trading in two 1/1s for 2, where you get mana wise value, but
Yeah. And this is huge that leafzword doesn't have a good turn 2 play.
nope, he has to. Oh, and he gets a nice 3, a nice councilman.
Do you attack with a 1/3 taunt here?
If you're expecting freezing, I think so, because you can buff up your councilman the next turn if you've got, for instance, a 4 HP. 4 HP. You trade, and you get a nice Voidwalker and Abusive Sergeant, or you taunt up. Well, I wouldn't taunt up right now, so I'd go for the Voidwalker.
No, I was looking at the Defender of Argus in hand, and that's why I questioned the Voidwalker that's that gun phase, because there is a very big positive side if you've got a taunt against a hunter, because mostly they can do 5 damage with a kill command, but you're very happy if it goes to a minion. So here you play defender.
Mm-hmm.
And this let's be clear, this turned out great for Rondlez.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's totally going his way at the moment.
But I would have liked to see him think a little bit more about that turn, because I think there were a lot of possibilities to consider there.
Well, he is taking complete
this is
control.
Yeah, this is where you have to double taunt, so you can protect the knife juggler, and next turn, if one of your minions lives, if just one of your minions dies, you have the Gormok live.
Gormok, yep.
And that's huge against the hunter.
But he plays Stampeding Coda, which goes. Oh, and he keeps it.
So, do
You
you
can
go
go-
face here?
You always can go
Yeah, you
Abusive
go first.
Sergeant and Horse Rider.
Yeah, sure. You go Abusive Sergeant Horse Rider, that's for sure.
You've got the taunt in the way. But do you still trade here?
No, I think you go face, because what's the best he can do? He can play an Houndmaster and a quick shot. That would punish you somehow. Otherwise, he would play maybe a high main.
Yeah.
And that power overwhelming draw dictates you to go face. And this is used the 3 mana minion plus the Gormok that can clear the 2/4. This is game.
Yes,
This is definitely game.
I'm kind of agreeing with you on that one. This is I'm not seeing how leafzword is going to get out of this. And yes, I think it's going to be a concede here. Because even
could
against
play that
Houndmaster, I think, and that's it. That's Roundless for wins the game 2-0 or 2-1, and he goes on to the final.